Hi everybody, my name is Logan Hunter, one of the owners of the Utah Blaze, and here with my original partner, Kristen Murdoch. We're happy to have you here. This is a very, very fun day for us in our organization. We're in our 6th season here in Utah, and it happens to be the anniversary year for the Arena Football League. It's season number 25, so this is a very fun season for us. So we made a commitment as an organization to get better top to bottom, put a great product out here in Utah, and today we're here to celebrate another notch, another step in making that happen. And we do believe that this is a very, very great thing for our organization, and we're just excited to have you here to tell you about it. So we'll get right to that, and then we'll allow some time for questions and answers afterwards, but I'll turn it over to Ron James, our president and head coach.
Thanks to everyone for being here today. I could not have had a better situation literally fall into my lap about a week and a half ago. Leading up to the Super Bowl, I had the privilege to be invited to do a roundhouse type of a format to talk about the upcoming game. And as I'm sitting there, Coach McBride was sitting with me. And we had differing opinions, and Coach had the right prediction in the game, and unfortunately for me, I had the wrong one. But as we were discussing what was going on for the Super Bowl, we started talking about the coaching business and some of the opportunities we had within the Blaze organization. And what started out as a casual conversation became a conversation of, yes, I'd be interested in coaching with the club this year. I was kind of taken aback because when a man of this professional integrity and a man with this background comes to you and says he'd be interested in coaching with you, the instant response is, let's do this. And so, without any hesitation whatsoever, I said, let's go out and have lunch. And we did that following Monday after the Super Bowl. We sat down and talked, and I've had a lot of great discussions with Coach over the years, actually. And we've got mutual friends that he's coached. One of the coaches in our league for the Milwaukee team, the head coach, Bob Lanzi, he coached in college. And so we have a lot of mutual friends that way. And so the relationship has always been great. With Coach McBride's background comes a wealth of knowledge. He has coached a number of years at a number of great institutions, has the privilege of being able to coach over 70 NFL players during the course of his career. And when you have a man with that type of experience behind him, it's a no-brainer for this organization to have him come along and to coach with us. So over the past few days, we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. He's gotten to know our offensive coordinator, Matt Salk, a little bit better, our player personnel director, Carl Bates, our general manager, Steve Viditek, Mike Brown, our defensive coordinator. We've got a small staff, and he's gotten to know those guys intimately over the past few days, and it's been a great situation for all of us. We're very excited to have the opportunity to have Coach McBride come along with us, obviously because of his wealth of experience, but also because it's a benchmark for us as an organization that we have the commitment to bring on first-class individuals, to treat this professional sport as a first-class entity. And we're going to try to do that at every turn. And so it is with great pride that I announce that Ron McBride has accepted a position as assistant football coach. He will be our offensive line coach for this season. And I could not be a happier coach in the Arena Football League, and I think the envy of the league at this point. And so again, I'll turn this over now to Coach McBride, and then after Coach makes his comments, we'll open the floor to questions and answers.
First of all, it's in talking to Coach James about the Arena game, and I've watched a number of the arena games over the years, and I've always been really interested in arena football, how fast it is and how exciting it is. And since I retired at Weber, I've been extremely bored. Because I love the game. I have a real passion for the game, and so every day I'd get up and I'd say, well, what am I going to do today? Because the last 50 years, or actually the last 60 years of my life, the only thing I've ever done is football. So I really don't know anything else. And I love the state of Utah, and I love the opportunity to go back and to, my trade was an offensive line coach. That's what I made my living for almost 30 years of my coaching career. And to have the opportunity to coach the offensive line again, and to have the opportunity to coach in this organization, it's just, it's very exciting to me because this is what I like to do. And I like the idea of coaching a position and going back to what I originally do. And so to me, it was a no-brainer. Of course, my family wasn't really excited about, about me going, you're gonna do what? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna coach again. I'm gonna coach with the Blaze. I'm gonna be the offensive line coach. And they said, you're crazy? I said, no, I'm excited. I said, this is to me, this just gives me another opportunity to do what I love to do. So to me, it was a very easy decision. And the only thing I want to do is help this organization to succeed and get to its goals. And so that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to be a good soldier for Coach James, and I understand how to do that. And all I want to do is make those offensive linemen be tough, hard-nosed guys and be nasty. And, take no prisoners on when we play games. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to get down and get into the trenches again and just worry about those dudes. I don't know what else to say except that I'm kind of like being reborn. You're kind of thrown out the pasture, and then all of a sudden they decide to, you can come back in the pasture and play. So I'm reborn again. So anyway, that's about it. So.
Coach, I heard you put off some vacation plans to come and take on this opportunity.
Yeah, I had some stuff. I was supposed to take a sailing trip on actually next Friday to Hawaii, and I'd already paid for the flights and everything, and I'm going to sail for 6 days out in the channels in Hawaii, and then stay an extra 6 days in Maui and play golf. And so I canceled that, and then I've been taking yoga in the morning, so now in my yoga class, my yoga instructors will be upset because I'm not there. 45 women in the yoga class and one man. So they always look at me when I come in, they say, oh, coach is here again. So we do our little huddle and then we go into yoga. So I'm out of yoga and I'm into football so my plans have changed a little bit, and I've been doing a lot for Sonny Bryan's their new restaurants here in Salt Lake City. So I've been working for them as kind of a front man, and so I'm just this is real good. I'd rather be doing this than be on vacation. To a lot of people that sounds kind of insane, I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a 6-day sailing deal in Hawaii and then go to Maui for the next 6 or 7 days? I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? So I'd rather coach football, to tell you the truth.
Coach, obviously there's a lot of differences in the game, and you were talking about the speed, and the guys the personnel is a little different. I mean, what kind of changes do you kind of think?
Well, it's a lot quicker game, and you have to, the pass sets are different for the offensive lineman. The quarterback position, you better not let anybody touch the dang quarterback. I mean, when you watch the film, keep the quarterback clean, because that guy has a lot to do with everything. And you better have good skill guys, and you better play good in the secondary. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to learn that, but the secondary better be good.
Yes, sir.
Because it's a coverage, and then you better create some turnovers. And you better understand how to play when you get down in the red zone. But this quarterback is very good that they have here. Is a very good player. You watch him on all the film from a year ago. The guy gets rid of the ball on time. Receivers do a good job. All-purpose coach in the back. He's responsible for all that. He's done a great job. This guy's he does everything. I mean, he's Unbelievable. And he's a good dad besides. Right, Matt?
Right.
Coach, what about the coaching staff, guys that you met, made this an easier decision for you or an easier transition for you?
Well, it was easy with Coach James because of his experience, and then he's an old line guy, you know. He's like one of those guys I coached my whole life, you know. So you know, I love old linemen because they all understand how to work. They understand how to get down and dirty. They understand, you know, how to show up every day and do the things they got to do to be successful. So it's easy when you've got a guy who's been an offensive lineman and been in the trenches. I mean, those kind of guys are the guys you like to work for because they're hard workers. They understand what their goals are, and they don't have a big star on them. They just have a worker-like mentality. And then obviously I'm very impressed with our secondary guy and our coordinator and the whole thing. So it's and the front office people, you know, I think the GM guy is really good, you know, smart kid, you know. I mean, he's not a kid anymore, he's an adult, I guess, right? But guys, this is a very efficient group, very efficient. And we get, you know, the ownership is very good, so, I mean, all we got to do is, you know, just give everybody in Utah something they can be proud of.
Keep it going, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm the only guy here. Just last question, I mean, why arena football instead of going back to the college game? I mean, you probably could have maybe caught on some.
Well, I tell you what, it's you know, at my age, at this point in my life, you know, I want to stay in Utah, and I had some opportunities to go some places, but I didn't feel like, you know, that I want to leave the state of Utah to continue, and this is just an ideal opportunity. It's because this team is in Utah. It's an exciting game. You got great management. You got outstanding coaches, and you got good players. So what else do you need?